Xiaomi's Book S is a Windows-based 2-in-1 tablet. In many ways, it's similar to Microsoft's Surface Pro X or the recently released Surface Pro 9 5G, both of which use ARM processors and have a similar form factor. What makes the Xiaomi Book S so appealing is its price. It's significantly less expensive than Microsoft's offerings and promises a comparable experience with comparable specs. Should you consider the Xiaomi Book S over the popular Surface options if you're looking for a Windows 11 convertible? We've been putting it through its paces to find out. The tablet has a simple yet elegant design, with a matte black finish and squared-off edges. It looks like a giant version of Sony's Xperia phones. It's a fairly large tablet with a 12.4-inch display, but Xiaomi has managed to keep it lightweight and portable. We like the minimalist design, but the effect is quickly ruined by how easily the body picks up fingerprint smudges. You might not notice because the back of the device is frequently covered by a magnetic leather effect covering that also serves as a kickstand. We get a single USB-C port and a 3.5mm headphone jack. There's also a microSD card slot in the form of an ejectable tray, similar to how a SIM card works in a smartphone. We were pleased to see this because it means you can easily and inexpensively upgrade your storage if you need more space. It serves as a semi-permanent solution because the card cannot be accidentally ejected. However, unlike the Surface Pro devices, you cannot upgrade the SSD. In this case, microSD or USB storage expansion is the only option. The keyboard cover is sold separately for around $100, and it's pretty much a must-have for most people. It connects via a proprietary port on the device's base and is held in place by magnets and two locating pins. When closed, it protects the display of the tablet and gives the device the appearance of a slim leather folio. In use, the keyboard cover sits flat on the desk. Unlike the Surface keyboards, there is no option to add an incline. Some users won't mind, but we prefer a slight incline. Typing on a flat surface feels very unnatural. On the plus side, this design eliminates deck flex completely. There's also a surprising amount of key travel, and Xiaomi squeezed a backlight into its slim frame. It has a good typing experience, which is complemented by a solid and responsive trackpad that supports multi-touch gestures. The kickstand is our least favorite aspect of the design. We like that it's removable, which allows you to remove some bulk in tablet mode, but its removable nature means that it's not secure enough for us. When we tried to adjust the angle of the screen, the magnetic cover frequently popped off completely, which was very frustrating. It also has almost no chance of working on an uneven surface. For what it's worth, it does support a fairly wide range of tilt angles, which we appreciated. The display is unquestionably the device's highlight. It's big, bright, crisp, and alive. It's covered in Gorilla Glass 3, which should increase its durability, and it responds quickly to touch inputs. With adequate resolution and accurate color rendition, it could be well suited to creative tasks, especially given the active stylus support. The Xiaomi Smart Pen is an optional add-on purchase. It's the same one designed to work with the Xiaomi Pad 5, so you can use it interchangeably if you own one of those. Everyone else will have to pay around $90. When attached to the side of the Book S, the Smart Pen charges wirelessly, and built-in magnets keep it in place. This works reasonably well, but we believe the magnets could be a little stronger. The slightest knock will unmount the pen, so you'll want to keep it somewhere else during transportation. It's a bit of a mixed bag in practice. We didn't like using the pen to navigate windows. It felt less responsive than touch control, and the poor palm rejection meant that we were frequently inadvertently clicking on things we didn't mean to. It felt much better when taking notes or drawing in Photoshop. In that case, the pressure sensitivity works well and feels completely natural. When the tablet is held horizontally, the speakers are located on the lower left and right sides. This provides adequate stereo separation, but it is also very easy to muffle the speakers with your palms. Of course, this isn't an issue when used as a laptop. The sound has a lot of clarity, but not a lot of low frequencies. The speakers have a moderate volume and are adequate for most people's needs, outperforming the majority of mid-range laptops. They cannot, however, compete with the audio fidelity of an iPad or Surface device. Another highlight is the cameras. the front-facing camera can record 1080p video and has autofocus, so your webcam will always appear sharp and detailed during Zoom calls. This camera supports Windows Hello, allowing you to log into Windows, as well as websites and payment authorizations with your face. There's also a 13-megapixel camera on the back, which will likely see less use but is still quite capable if you need a quick tablet snap. The Qualcomm Snapdragon 8CX Gen 2 platform powers the Xiaomi Book S. This chipset was released in 2020, so its processing performance isn't exactly cutting edge. In practice, the performance is disappointing. Anything other than the most basic tasks will significantly slow the machine down, and because we do the type of work that requires 3 or 4 applications open at all times, the computing power available here was insufficient for our daily workload. Even basic media playback is a chore for the Xiaomi Book S. It doesn't like to stream YouTube videos at 1440p or higher, and if a lower resolution video is playing in the background, you can expect lagging and stuttering when switching between Chrome tabs. Windows on ARM has its own challenges to overcome, with many popular applications still lacking native support. The situation has greatly improved in recent years, but the main draw of Windows is its broad compatibility, which is not always the case when using an ARM processor. Despite these issues, we were pleased to find such a clean install of Windows. Bloatware is becoming increasingly rare on even the most expensive Windows devices. A clean install on such a low-cost option is certainly commendable. Unfortunately, the battery performance did not impress either. It's not bad, but in real-world conditions, you can expect 6 to 7 hours of usage per charge, which lags behind a lot of the competition. On the plus side, the included 65-watt charger charges it quickly. The Xiaomi Book S is a well-made and versatile Windows 2-in-1 with a nice display and a reasonable price. It also has expandable microSD card storage, a great keyboard cover, an excellent webcam, and quick charging. Unfortunately, the processing power is insufficient for our daily needs, and many users will find this to be the case. If you only need Windows 11 and are only interested in performing basic tasks, this could be a viable option. However, we believe that most people would benefit more from an Android or iOS tablet, or a traditional Windows laptop. The Xiaomi Book S is a tough and appealing Surface competitor with an excellent display. It's reasonably priced, but the slow performance and short battery life make it difficult to recommend.